Long ago, in a small village surrounded by green fields and tall mountains, there lived a poor boy named Aaron. He lived with his mother in a tiny hut made of wood and clay. They had very little food, and most days they slept hungry. Still, Aaron was kind-hearted and always shared whatever little he had with birds and stray animals. One hot afternoon, Aaron went to the river to fetch water. On his way, he noticed something strange by the riverbank. A small clay pot lying half buried in the sand. It looked old, but it shone faintly as if sunlight was trapped inside it. Curious, Aaron picked it up and carried it home. "Mother, look what I found," he said. His mother cleaned the pot and placed it in the corner. They thought it was just an ordinary pot. That night, Aaron dropped a single piece of bread into the pot before going to sleep. When he woke up the next morning, he was shocked. The pot was overflowing with bread. There were dozens of fresh, warm loaves. Aaron and his mother ate happily and shared the extra bread with their neighbors. From that day, the pot became their secret helper. Whatever they placed inside, apples, rice, or coins, the pot doubled it. Soon, they had enough food to eat every day, and their neighbors never went hungry again because Aaron shared generously. Word spread through the village about Aaron's kindness, but no one knew the secret of the pot. People loved him and his mother because they helped everyone without expecting anything in return. One day, however, the greedy landlord of the village noticed that Aaron's family, once poor, now always had food. Suspicious, he followed Aaron and discovered the magical pot. That night, the landlord sneaked into Aaron's hut and stole it. The greedy landlord rushed to his mansion and, filled with greed, threw a bag of gold coins into the pot. By morning, the pot was overflowing with gold. His eyes shone with desire. "If it doubles gold, then why not jewels? Why not treasures?" he whispered. Day by day, he filled the pot with costly things, and the pot kept multiplying them. But soon, his greed grew uncontrollable. One evening, in his hunger for more, he dropped himself inside the pot, laughing. "Now there will be two of me, and together we will own the whole world." The next morning, the villagers found the landlord's mansion strangely silent. When they entered, they were shocked. The greedy man was nowhere to be found. Instead, two clay statues stood near the magical pot, both with terrified faces. It seemed the pot had punished him for his greed. The villagers carried the pot back to Aaron, saying, "This belongs to you, for you have a pure heart." Aaron used the pot wisely. He never asked it for more than what was needed. He fed the poor, helped the sick, and made sure no one in the village ever went hungry again. The pot never failed him because it responded only to kindness, not greed. As years passed, Aaron grew into a wise young man, loved and respected by all. His mother would smile proudly and say, "Remember, my son, the magic was never in the pot alone. It was in your generous heart." And so, the endless pot remained a symbol of kindness, reminding everyone that true magic lies not in wealth, but in sharing and caring for others. Now let's think about the story. What lesson does this story teach us? The story teaches us that greed can lead to terrible consequences, but kindness and generosity are always rewarded. How did Aaron use the magical pot? Aaron used the pot to help those in need. What was the moral of the story? The moral of the story is that greed destroys, but kindness multiplies blessings. Can you think of any other ways that Aaron could have used the magical pot? What would you do if you had a magical pot that could help people? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed listening to it. And as always, keep watching for more wonderful stories.